Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Today is, of course, May 30th, 2021. Wishing everybody a happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope you all are being safe. We do have a short trading day next week, which is why you definitely need to make sure that the trades you're going to make next week do make sense. And if this is your first time tuning in to the Top 10 at 10, I'm MJ the Conductor, here with the Underground Wealth Road. My job is to teach you all different types of things on this show about the stock market, as well as give you 10 top picks every single night of stocks that might do a little something, might make you some money, might be good for your portfolio. But the great thing is that we're going to show you the results of what we're picking every single night the next day. So you can catch the top 10 at 10 Sunday through Thursday. We were going to do crypto over the weekends, but you know, crypto is kind of swinging around, and I also need some time for the family as well too. So that being said, top 10 at 10, Sunday through Thursday, every night at 10 p.m. Also, tomorrow night, we're not going to be doing the top 10 at 10 in observance of Memorial Day. I want you to spend time with your friends, family, and, enjoy yourself. And if it's your first time visiting the Underground Wealth Road, the website is still under construction. I don't know when they're going to finish it. I want them to finish it as soon as possible, but they're still working on some things over at the website. So stay tuned for that. On the website, we'll have, just different merchandise and, just t-shirts and all different types of things that you can let people know that you are a passenger on the money train here at the Underground Wealth Road. So stay tuned for that, as well as we're going to have several interviews and courses and just a bunch of things available to help you be able to build wealth for yourself and your family here at the Underground Wealth Road. So definitely stay tuned. We're glad you're here. Today I got a bunch of great things to talk about with the stock market and some really great information to be able to teach you if you're trying to learn how to trade. So with that being said, welcome to the top 10 presented by Underground Wealth Road. I'm MJ the Conductor. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, here we go. So the trip for today is going to be on support and resistance. So if you're new to trading, you may not understand these two terms, but just to make it simple, I can just paint it like this. Every stock has a floor and a ceiling. Floor being the support, ceiling being the resistance. And when you're actually trading some of these stocks, well, all of these stocks, that's one thing that you really need to know, because once something falls below support, that becomes the new resistance. Not to get too deep for the beginners out there, but today we're going to talk a lot about support and resistance and just some simple ways to be able to understand what it is and how it can really impact your investing decisions and future and, the trades that you're going to make. All right. So before we get into that, of course, we got the quote of the day from Carlos Slim. He's like the richest guy in Mexico, right? Something along those lines, right? But Carlos says, courage taught me no matter how bad a crisis gets, any sound investment will eventually pay off, right? And I think that is a perfect quote for everything that we're seeing right now. Of course, we don't have to recap it. You all have lived it for the past year. But one thing for sure is that there have been a lot of sound investments that people have made in the stock market, which has really made them some really good money, right? So one thing that you want to think about, if you're just thinking about this crisis, for example, is who are going to be the winners and the losers out of this crisis. All right, when we're thinking about the type of companies or what these companies do, depending on your trading strategy, right, you want to sit down and think about who are going to be the winners and the losers of, what's going on in this situation. For example, there's a material shortage, right? And as all of these material shortages start to show up, you got to think okay, is this going to get better or is this going to get worse? Now, obviously I can't tell you exactly which one, you should decide on, but these are the things that you want to think about. If there's a material shortage, are there going to be more materials with more people with a higher population, more people moving around the globe than ever at one given time? Is there really going to be a shortage of materials in the future? Materials like copper or lithium or silver or gold, is this going to get better or worse? And you really want to structure your investments, somewhat off of that. All right. But even just on a more simpler level, if you think about, the tourism industry, right? So right now, what's going on is, of course, the NBA playoffs. And one thing that I noticed is all these stadiums are full. They're almost sold out stadiums. People don't even have masks on anymore. So when you're thinking about stocks to look at, one thing that you want to think about is like, okay, when things open up and people can really go back out, where are they going to go? Are they going to go buy cars? Are they going to go to the mall? Are they going to participate in sporting venues? Are they going to travel? Are they going to start taking more flights? Are those people who have, been like they're not going anywhere? Are they going to start going to restaurants again? These are all the type of things that you want to actually look at when you're putting together some of the stocks that you want to actually look at. All right. So support and resistance is definitely what we're going to talk about today. That is the trip for today. For those of you who are new to the Underground Wealth Road, every single day we do have a trip because we are on the money train and we're always moving new places and through places just to get to our wealth destination. So let's go ahead and dive into helping you understand and truly understand, our trip for today, which is support and resistance. So I know a lot of you, all, you really love Tesla. Like no matter what Tesla does, good earnings, bad earnings, like you're like, hey, I'm buying more of it. I'm buying more of it. And that's okay. I'm not knocking your strategy. I'm not here to provide financial advice, but I am at least going to show you what's going on with Tesla support and resistance here. So as always, it looks like, let me get this article pulled up for you all. I don't know why it didn't show up, but there we go. Bam. All right. Tesla stock breaks support. Bitcoin price tumbles after Elon Musk halts cryptocurrency used for vehicle purchases. So I know this is not a new article. All right. So don't jump on me in the comments and they're like, MJ, this is not a new article. We already knew this. Right. But the point of what we're talking about here is how important it is to recognize when something actually breaks support. So for you people who trade Tesla, let's go ahead and just take a look at what they mean by that. All right. So here is Tesla. We're looking at this on the 1 hour. So let's just back it up. Let's look at Tesla over the last few years. All right. And this, what I'm going to put on here is a support line. All right. That is your 200-day moving average. That line tracks exactly what's going on over the last 200 days with that stock's price. All right. And as you can see, that green line, it's even labeled. And in the course, I will teach you how to set these things up, get our indicators that obviously we're going to pick these top 10 stocks coming up off of. But as you can see, Tesla is, looks like it's looking really good right now, right? But with trading, it's all about how you trade and also what time frames you're looking at, because every chart is different based on the time frame, right? So we're looking at this over the last year, right? So let's just say we're looking at, the last 3 months of Tesla. Here you can see that this 200-day moving average has been breached and came back up several times. And the thing that you want to understand is this becomes like a ceiling and a floor, right? So when you're looking at this section here, we're looking at like April 1st, all the way over to, for like the month of April, for example, as you can see, got above the 200-day moving average, which is its support for that time for at least, this chart's sake, right? And it fell below it. Then that 200-day became its ceiling. So now it went down some more, and it still hasn't quite broken through its ceiling yet. But understanding support and resistance is one of the ways that you can truly understand what's going on in the market. Even if you look at the 6 month here, right? And I don't have my mouse, so I used to just, get this in a lot tighter. But as you can see here, here back in November of last year on this 2 hour chart, Tesla broke above the 200-day moving average. And you see, it went up, right? So that's good. Even if I show you, just for the time that it was above its support level, what did it do? All right, 83% in 94 days. So that's just a quick lesson on support and resistance, because as you see, when it went above support, it ended up going up 83%, right? And Tesla hasn't really been under support much, but you can look at what it does when it's under support, right? So if you would have bought Tesla at the wrong time, when it was going actually under its support, and now it has a new resistance level, actually would have lost about 7% over 50 days. And that's just Tesla. But moving on, support and resistance is really important. If you don't understand it, for those of you who bought Bitcoin, I can show you a very good example with it, right? So here we go. Oh, I know how to do this. Boom. All right. So Bitcoin right now, right, looks like it has fallen under support. So this is that 200-day moving average that we were just talking about. And if you're wondering, like, should you buy Bitcoin? That really just depends on, your experience in trading, especially trading crypto, and how long you plan on holding it. I would not buy and hold Bitcoin right now because, as you see, it has broken its support level, which is exactly what we were talking about in the article. It's broken its support level, and it has come all the way from 56. Like, somebody bought here. Somebody bought right here. I don't know who you were, right? Don't know who you were, but let's just say if you bought right here at 56. And it's like, guys, once it falls under the support line, that becomes a resistance line. So it fell through its floor. Now the previous floor is now its ceiling, all right? So doesn't mean that it can't go past that, right? But basically what support and resistance tells you is maybe how far something can fall, or maybe how far something can go up. And of course, the stock market is always based on probabilities. There is no 100% guarantee on anything, but life is about possibilities too. I mean, you went to college with the possibility of getting a job, and most of you all didn't get one, but you got student debt. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you understand possibilities, right? Like that girl or that guy you met, and it I don't know, it didn't work out how you wanted it. It was all just a possibility, or maybe it did. But as you can see here, if you would have bought right at 56, right now you would be down 38% in about 18 days. So you got to understand support and resistance. We've got a course coming for you that's going to teach you all of that information. Something that's like really easy to understand for the average person, or the below average. I don't want to say below average. I just want to say it's going to be in layman terms. I don't even know who layman is, but whoever that is, layman terms, it's going to be in his terms or her terms. They already pronounce these days. All right. But with that, I can show you another stock. Oh, let me just go ahead and show you guys Dogecoin as well. Because I know that you guys love Dogecoin. You can't get enough of it. So let's take a look at Dogecoin. Looks like Dogecoin has also broken its support. But like I said, right? Look at that. Had that huge run that we all know about, and then bam. Once it broke the support, all it has done is what? Goes down, right? All it does. And so, understanding support and resistance is great. But however, let's take a look at it on the month. Touching support and coming back down. Breaking through it, coming back down. Right? And so what we do here at Underground Wealth Road, and what we want to show you how to do, and that looks like really flat. Like, that's what we want to show you here is, the best thing to do with any stock is, just do swings. Just be a swinger, Tell your friends and your family and your neighbors that you know what, you've decided that your new lifestyle is going to be a swinger, because I guarantee you it'll be great. You'll really love it because you can just catch swings. You don't have to hold on to stocks. You don't have to hold on to crypto. You can just get in and get out. You know, like let's just say you got here and you got out here. I mean, that's 64% in one day. How much longer do you need to stay around? You know, you could be greedy and be one of those people that like, I'm going to hold it till it goes to $1. So you roll past this moment where it was at 60 cents and then 70 cents. And now it's back to 29 cents. And you're still saying that you are going to hold till it gets to $1. And that's okay. If that's what works for you, I hope it hits $1. It's not my point. But if you're one of those people who give me my money, it's my money, and I'm not gonna say that because they're gonna give me like a copyright strike on that. But if you're one of those people who you want your money like up front, just be a swinger. You know, just get in and get out. There's like so many opportunities to swing, but you know, even if you even though you can't really short Dogecoin, but even if you're going down, look at this. I mean, this thing fell 30% in 13 hours. I mean, come on. Did you really want to be holding on to your money, just watching it just fall down over 13 hours, 30%? No. So swing, get in, get out. And just like with anything else or any investment that you make, there is always risk involved. All right, it's risk involved. And so for those of you who are new to the top 10, we always got to explain the different things, the 5 different things that can happen, when you're actually making trades. All right, sound that horn on that. All right, number one is end up and you just make whole lot of money, man, the whole time, man. That's how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? You make that money the whole time. That's exactly how you feeling. So that's good. That's good. So option 1 is you make a lot of money. That's very common. Well, let me not say that. That's very misleading. I didn't mean to say that. I was thinking about the next one. But it happens, right? So the next step or the next option that can happen or outcome that can happen is you make a little bit of money. You're good. Cash out. You're doing all right, right? Maybe you hit your goal that you had for that trade. No problem, all right? Next thing is that you break even, and that's okay. You break even. It's totally fine. You don't have to always make a lot of money. Just sometimes it's just best to not lose money. So option number 3 is you break even. All right. Number 4 is you make a little bit of money. I mean, you lose a little bit of money. That would be great if you had that as well. But number 4 is you lose just a little bit of money. All right. It happens. Sometimes you have to cut that loser, like that girl or that guy that's, on your line. And you're like, look, man, we ain't gathering assets together. Your credit score bad. You're messing up my credit. You're not adding anything to the table. You know what? It'd probably just be better if I just cut you off and I look for the next one. That's how it can be in the stock market as well, too. So sometimes you have your losers. You got to cut them off. Right? And there's only one group that I like that likes this option here, right? And if you're part of that group, you know exactly who you are. All right. But the last option is for you skywalkers. You don't want this to happen. And for the bomb squad, they waiting on you. All right. So that being said, the 5th option and the option that you need to eliminate from your trading is you take a big loss, right? Take a big loss. And next thing you know, you're like, how did this happen? And then everybody that's with the bomb squad, they celebrate, man. They got their bombs going off. Like they good. They don't have any issues. They happy. All right. But seriously though, if you can eliminate taking a large loss from your trading strategy, then you are going to be way ahead life. Just don't take big losses. Sometimes you take a little win. It's okay. Sometimes you break even. It's okay. You can do that, right? It's no problem. All right. So that being said, now we're going to get ready to jump into this top 10 at 10. All right. Going to get ready to jump into this top 10 at 10 because I know y'all been waiting. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So tonight on the top 10 at 10, presented by MJ the Conductor, looks like it wanted to get ahead of itself already. We present 10 picks based on our research that we think may be worth you paying attention to in the near future. Some of them you might make money off of. Some of them you might lose money on. The only way that happens is if you don't understand what's going on. So, that being said, we got these top 10 picks. We do these every day from Sunday to Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on YouTube at the Underground Wealth Road or on Facebook also at the Underground Wealth Road. Great track record of picking some good stuff. We want your feedback. We want to know, how does it work for you? Are you buying some of these stocks? Are you making a little bit of money off of them? Did you notice something about them change? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into everybody's favorites. So, got everybody's favorite. See, you guys, you know, you like these stocks that are like everybody likes, right? Humans have a herd mentality. Let me just say that. All right. And for me, these stocks, they don't really move enough. They really don't move enough for me to really invest a lot of money into them. I mean, sure, they're stable and, you know, it's kind of like dating, right? You know that person, like they're all stable and they got a good job and they're educated and all that. And you're like, they're boring, right? So you're like, I don't want them. They're boring. Give me the other person who's like all over the place and I'll be happy. So it could be like that with stocks. And this is what you all got on the 28th, right? So you got Netflix, you know, with a small loss, right? Minus 0.21%, you know, and it just is what it is. Amazon, same thing, minus 0.22. Google, which is also Alphabet, parent company is Alphabet, for those of you who all didn't know that. They took 0.25% loss. Apple lost, you know, minus 0.5%, 0.5%. Tesla down almost 1%, and Facebook down 1.21%. As you can see, like your favorite stocks, they don't really move that much. If you were watching the last episode of the top 10 at 10, or one of the last episodes, we talked about picking unconventional stocks. And that's what we do. You know, we don't care what the stock is per se, but we want to see movement. That's the number one thing. We want to see stuff moving because we're swingers. So we're like, I'm in, I make my money, and then I'm out. Like, I'm not looking for 5 years down the line to make 100%. I'm looking for those stocks that'll go up 40 or 50%, you know, in 7, 10, even 30 days. I can live with that. But it's been a long time since any of these stocks have done something like that, which is why I'm going to highlight them for you every single day and just remind you of your investing decisions for those of you who just holding all these shares in this company. Now, you know, on the flip side, you know, in defense of what you all are doing, I know that a lot of you all, you don't pay attention to the stock market and you're thinking, you know, these stocks, they won't drop 10 or 20% in a day. And you know what? You got a point. All right. But as you should know, no trading strategy is the same and nobody's right. So don't ever let anybody tell you that their strategy is 100% because no one's is. But with the way we trade, we can probably catch a few more swings than you would catch. And let's jump into yesterday's picks or picks from the 27th. What did they do on the 28th? All right, cool. So we got 10 picks here. Looks like we went 5 for 5. Well, I wouldn't say 5 for 5 because some of these picks that we threw out to the bomb squad. So the top destination was Zim Integrated Shipping. And it was on, you know, it's a day that a lot of stocks did go down. So 3%, you know, made a couple of dollars. We're going to throw a couple of dollars for Zim Integrated Shipping. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw a couple of dollars for Zim Integrated Shipping, all right? Only went up 3%, but it's the top station of the day. All right. Next, we got CMEX. All right. They went up 2%. I throw a few dollars for that little 2%. You know what I'm saying? We got Viatris, which I actually hold a position in. So that went up, 0.4. Now I'm going to throw a little 100 for that. Prudential up 0.32%. All right. Next up, we got the Newmar Group down 0.4%. Ingevity Corporation down 1.19%. Liquidity Services Inc. down 1.36%. Nuve Holdings down 4.43%. But if you were paying attention and you're part of the bomb squad, all right, I know that you were the winner today. I'm going to drop a bomb for y'all. Shout out to the bomb squad. I'm going to drop a bomb for y'all. All right. That's out there making money, man. I'm you know what? And if you bomb squatted on this one and you caught that 11%, yo, you won for the day. I'm going to drop a few more bombs and I'm going to throw the whole bankroll. We're going to go ahead and throw everything. Shout out to the bomb squad, all right? Checking in. So that was yesterday's picks. Hope you enjoyed them. Hope you put some of these stocks onto your portfolio. Watch them, check it out. Check out our track record of picking stocks because, that's what we like to do. That's one of the services. I wouldn't say service, but that's just one of the things that we do here at the Underground Wealth Road. We want to expose you to how to trade stocks and options coming up, but also educate you about stocks that you may not have ever heard of or stocks that, they might be popping and you might get left behind. And we don't want you to get left behind here on the money train. All right, cool. So let's jump into today's top 10 at 10. All right, first stock we have here on today's top 10 at 10 presented by the Underground Wealth Road. Your number one place to teach you all the untapped paths to financial freedom. We have Provention Bio. Provention Bio. It looks like they had a pretty tough day, man. Look, they went down 28% on the 28 on the 28. Wow. Right? Sucked if you were like holding that. If you're still holding that, looks like it wasn't really good for you. I'm gonna drop a bomb for that one, man, because that was definitely bomb squad territory. All right. So recently, hasn't been doing that well either. Down 1% on the week, down 1.5% on the month, down 40% on the last 3 months. But I want you to understand that stocks that go on run, stocks swing too. That's why I'm a swinger. I swing with the stocks. Who you think I'm swinging with, right? So when stocks have a track record or something like this on a more recent level, sometimes they even out. When I say even out is, this stock might have a run to where it goes up 20, 30, 40% in a 3-month span, just like it went down. So, definitely a stock that we think might work for you. Skywalkers, be on the lookout for it. They can definitely make you some money. So we're going to move on to the next one. All right. Next, we got Silvergate Capital. $111. It's a regional bank. They were doing good for a very long time. Like I tell you, all stocks, they go in cycles because, these stock prices, I know they might look kind of crazy to you all if it's like your first or you're just getting started trading, but you got to understand that this is all like water being shaken up. So eventually it's going to find its actual average line. It's going to find that actual water line. And it's not going to go like completely flat, but it's in search of that every single day, believe it or not. All right. So you see a stock like this, it's been down 24% over the last 3 months. Its last big run was in the negative 19% over 7 days. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to lead this up for the bomb squad. So I'm going to drop a bomb on that one. I think that, that's something to keep y'all eyes on for the future. But Skywalkers, you never know. This could turn around too once it finds its support. All right. Next up, we have Teradata Corporation, ticker sign TDC. All right. very interesting chart here. As you can see, like one of these days, I mean, it jumped from almost what 38, 39 all the way to like $52, in a day or a day or two. So, and then you can also see that on the back end of that, the stock cooled down and it came off of that significantly as well too. So, price right now is 47.87. Last day's action minus 1.5%, up 13.6% on the month, down 5% on the week, down 5% on the month, excuse me, up 7% on the week, and last big run was 20% over 14 days. So this is another one that you want to check the support, check the resistance, and actually see, does it have the steam in it to get back up to the $52 mark where it is from where it is now. It's at $47. If it were to get to the 51, 52 mark, you're looking at about a 10% gain. And maybe in a short amount of time, because it did go on a 20% run over the last 14 days. However, this is just something that you want to check out. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's popping with it. I'm going to go ahead and just sound the train horn on that one. Just be on the lookout for it and see what it can do, because it can make either group some money, Skywalkers or Bomb Squad. All right.
They are analyzing cloud data. That's what
they do, cloud data.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Cloud data all day.
So yeah.
That could be something wrong.
Yeah. So like Steven said, like if they're analyzing cloud data, that's big business going forward. But it's also a lot of people getting into that space as well too. So do your research, check it out. If you hit on something, let us know what's going on with it. All right. Next up, we have Tata Motors. All right. Tata Motors is obviously a motor vehicle manufacturer. Obviously we don't have those here. So, a lot of you all like, what is that? But it doesn't matter if it's here. You know what? Because it's in your phone and you can trade on it. And right now the price is pretty decent, $21.73. It's down a little bit over the last 3 months. Down almost 4%, but it has rebounded quite, slightly from that low, being up 8% on the month, 2% on the week. All right, last big run was almost 10% over 8 days, which is a pretty decent run for this stock. With the stock like this, you really just want to keep your eye on, what's going on with it lately, because you see. And at the time here with this stock, it fell from 21 almost down to $18. So it's a little bit over 10% in a short amount of time. But then there's also places here on the chart where, you could have caught it, 10% or so in a matter of a few days. So this is one of those stocks, same thing, like, Bomb Squad and the Skywalkers, be on the lookout for it. But, at least for the last month, it has been trending in an upward direction. So we'll see if that continues. Next, we got Gevo. All right. So Gevo is it's a pretty popular stock, being that it's trading over 13 million shares a day. So that's really good in terms of it being it's like highly owned or highly sought after. One of those stocks that just gets a decent amount of volume. So it's got an affordable price, $7.56 for those of you who like to buy whole shares. But remember, if you can't buy a whole share of something, you can buy a fractional share. Don't let that stop you. Doing pretty good over the last week, up 10%. Also doing well over the last month, up 8%. But it did go down 24% in the last 3 months. And then its last big run that it had, on the downside at least, was 31% over 14 days. So this is another one of those stocks to where, it looks like it could be at the point where it's going to break the resistance of that 200-day moving average. However, until it does, this is just going to have to be something that's up for the Bomb Squad. Sound out the bombs for you all. Get on alert, because this is one of those stocks that a lot of people trade, which means that sometimes, this doesn't mean for every stock, but some of these stocks that a lot of people trade, especially the cheaper ones, what they do is they're subject to a lot of swings. So people will get into it and it'll jump up, 7-8% in one day. And then they get right out and it drops like, 10, 12, 14% or something like that, in a day. So right now, because of where it's at from what I'm looking at, I'm just saying, this is going to have to be for the bomb squad until it proves that it's worth your money, Skywalkers. Next up, we got Norwegian Cruise Line. Now, this stock has actually been doing pretty well. I actually lost a couple of dollars on this stock because I bought a put on it maybe like 2 weeks ago. But I made a little money up at first, but then it just went on like a run. And so like kind of like as it is right now, it's at 31.90. It did go down, over a little bit over 1.5% on very good volume, almost 20 mil. But then, over the last week, it's been up 11%. That's pretty much like the week I had it. And then the month up 5%. And over the last 3 months, up 7%. And so, obviously they do like hotels, resorts, cruise lines. But, I mean, me personally, like, for some reason, I'm just still bearish on, like, the opening. I don't know. I guess I'm bomb squad at heart, as crazy as it sounds, but I'm like bearish on the opening. I'm like, okay, everything can open back up, but it's not gonna be like it was before, because I feel like with inflation and
restrictions,
inflation or restrictions, or even just I feel like the cost of everything, will be like a sticker shock for people. Because, I mean, these companies, they got to get their money back. They ain't looking at it like, okay, our stock is up now, and we just forget about 2020, They looking at it like, yo, if we open back up, some of these prices got to go up because we still got to make up for that money that we lost. So that's why I'm kind of bearish.
Not only that,
on the reopening.
A lot of those employees going to be asking for higher wages.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still going to consider it working on the front line.
Exactly. So, Norwegian Cruise Lines, check it out. It's been doing real good recently. So if you had this position recently, I'm sure you did all right. But I just got it on my radar just to see if something changes around. If something changes around, I'm on it. All right. Either way, could be either way. All right. So here we go. Here we got CBOE Global Markets, investment banks, brokers, is their industry. All right. So this is one of those like steady stocks, right? The higher that you get into the price range of, the higher that you get in terms of stock price is generally the more steady they're gonna be on a daily movement basis. So some people don't like stocks that move a lot. I mean, my personal opinion, I don't know why. I mean, you want stuff that's going to move, but I understand the fear because most people think like, well, what if I wake up one day and 20% of my money is gone? Well, what you'll learn and what will teach you moving forward is there are tools and trades that you can place that prevent that from happening to you. So your money is safe. Question is, where you're talking about the upside of something, do you really want something that swings a lot or something that's steady? That just depends on you and how long you plan on keeping your position. Anyway, this is one of those stocks that is pretty much in that category. Not very volatile. All right. Went up about 1% on Friday, went up about 1% on Friday. Less than $500,000 volume. All right. Stock price is $111.30. Last 3 months up 11% and up, its last big run was really 3% over 6 days. So if you're looking for something steady that you can just put your money into, of course, do your research, but this is one of those stocks that a lot of people may not have known about. And, people have different opinions about investment banks and that particular industry. But one thing is for sure, banks don't lose. So
they never want to lose.
They never want to lose, and they're never trying to do it. So
they always get their money one way or another.
Yeah, so one way or another, they're gonna get theirs. All right. Next up, we got Amplify Energy. All right. This stock here is one of those stocks that you may look at it long term. Every stock doesn't always start off being, $100 or $200. Like thinking about stocks like Moderna, Novavax, and quite a few stocks last year, especially some of the cannabis stocks. Some of those stocks, they started off at $2 or $3 or even less than that. Over the long term, when people see cheap stocks, a lot of times, especially if they can believe in the company's concept, they'll buy it and they'll just hold it. Because they're like, okay, so since it's only $3, in their mind, people are like, what if it goes to 20 or 30? Or, some people are like, man, what if it go to 100, right? And the stock market is meant to be a long-term uptrend. Like, that's what the stock market was created about. I mean, they never created the stock market and said, we're going to have a bunch of companies and we're going to sell shares of it, and every single year it's going to be worth less until it's not worth nothing anymore. Like, so even if, you make some trades at a bad time, if it's a decent company, it's going to come back. But what I'm trying to make here is that this stock here is only $3.69. And it swings pretty well. I mean, it doesn't take much to get a stock that's $3 moving, because you got to just think about percentages. So if a stock's $3 and it moves 10%, okay, that may seem like a lot. You're like, man, that stock went up a lot. Well, it's only 30 cents. All right. So that's why a lot of people do like these cheaper stocks, because you can get, really good swings. All right. So it went up 5%, about 5.5% on Friday. Recently, it's been doing really well. All right, so it's up 23% over the last 3 months, 37% over the last month, and a little bit over 1.5% on the week. So does look like, maybe it's slowing down. You have to find out, all right? But energy is something that is always needed, So its last big run was 20% over the 18 days. So for the long term, I'm going to say, Skywalkers, definitely check this out for the long term, see if it fits what you're looking for. So we're going to get you some cash there. But, in the short term, this thing has been going up so much recently. It's got to take a break. No real advice on what kind of break that it's going to take. Obviously, that's that exclusive content. When we drop that, we can get you more of that. But, for those on the bomb squad, just check it out. It might be something that can blow up for you. All right. Next up, we got Post Holdings. All right. Another one of those stocks, $115. Not going to do too much swinging. So steady. If you like it slow, then they can do it nice and slow for you. All right. Over at Post Holdings, ticker sign POST. All right. Up 18% over the last 3 months, though. So, if you like, something that's gonna send a nice uptrend, then this might be a little position that you can check out. All right, they do food, specialty food and candy. All right, and their last big run was 4% over 8 days. So, with this stock here, you had to wait 3 months to get 18%. Other stocks might not be so much. You got to play a game how it makes sense for you. But in the long term, I think this is just another solid company, solid stock that you can look into. If you're looking to do some swings on this, you're going to be playing with small percentages. So that's just something to think about. If you like taking your chances on bigger swings like myself or Steven, then this might not be the one for you. But like I said, if you want something that you can just put your money in, it's just be like, look, I ain't got to do too much with it. I just know that I'm going to make a few percent every single month. This might be something that can keep your blood pressure down. And the last stock that we have today here on the top 10 at 10 presented by the Underground World Road and MJ the Conductor. The last stock that we have here today is the Exterior Corporation. All right. They deal with oil field services and equipment. All right. So another one of those stocks. Remember, I told you the cheaper the stock is, and very often not a lot of people are trading it like this one, 568,000. But these things move. They pop and they move all different types of ways. All right. So as you can see, it's down over the week, down over the last 3 months, but it's still up 41% for the month. Right. So just the previous stock, we talked about like 18% over 3 months. This stock is up 41%, almost 42% over 1 month. Which would you rather have? 42% in 1 month or 18% in 3? You know, I can't make that decision for you, but this is another company which could do something for you on that end. Now, did go on a run of 38% over a 9-day span, which it looks like that is one of the more recent runs that Exterior has actually gone on. So, that being said, I feel like this has actually got to get tired at some point. How tired will it get? I don't know. But what goes up must come down. And this one is going to the bomb squad. All right. So let's just take a quick recap of the stocks that we picked today, just so you know, so you don't have to go all the way back through the video and try to skip around and be like, okay, what did he say here? Let's run them down one more time. All right. We've got Provention Bio, Silvergate Capital, Teradata Corporation, Tata Motors, and show me the Tata Motors, girl. You got Gevo Inc., Norwegian Cruise Lines, CBOE Global Markets, Amplify Energy, Post Holdings, and the Exterior Corporation. That's our top 10 picks that we have for the night. You know, I hope you make a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Couple of dollars, right?
Go hit that subscribe button.
You know, couple of dollars.
Alerts.
You know, and if you don't know when these stocks are gonna hit, or if you're interested in understanding how we actually get our alerts for our stocks, you know what? We can do you something solid. We can actually put you in our upcoming stock alerts program. All right, we have 3 levels of the program. Satisfy your craving to get stock alerts directly to your cell phone every day. Every day that the stock market is open, or if we're sending you crypto, you know, you just get them every day. All right. So 3 programs coming up. We've got coach tickets for the budget passengers who are like, you know what? Going to financial freedom. Doesn't matter what seat I'm in, I'm going. So for you coach subscribers, we definitely appreciate you. You know, that program's going to be coming real soon. For that, you know, going to be looking at about $25. Still working on the tech details, right? $25. We're going to get you 5 alerts every single day. And on top of that, we're going to get you access to exclusive content. You know, like when I'm actually making trades, what I'm thinking, all that great stuff. $25 a month, not even $1 a day. And if you're getting 5 alerts a day, let's just say it's 20 trading days in a month. That's 100 alerts, $25. 100 times I'm going to tell you whether you should buy something or sell something just for $25 a month. All right. That's just for the coach people, you know. Thought you should be able to fly coach or travel coach with us here at the Underground Wealth Road. All right. So next up, we got first class. For you first class people who you really, you know, you want to be handled a little bit differently. You know, you want, you know, don't stuff me back there and coach. Give me something where I can stretch my legs out, MJ, and enjoy this ride on the money train to financial freedom with the Underground Wealth Road. So we have something special for you, all right, with your alerts, right? What we're going to do, we're not just going to give you 5 alerts, all right? We're going to blow your phone up. We're going to give you 15 alerts. 15 alerts every single day for $50. Plus, we're going to get you the exclusive content, right? Then, on top of that, when the book comes out, guess what? You get the book. When you get the book, you get the book half off. No problem. Piece of cake. The book is half off. And plus, you know, when you're in first class, you know, you get extra perks, right? You're in first class, you get extra perks. So we're going to get you laced up with the Underground Wealth Road gear. I'm going to send you that snapback, right? It's got your ticket on the back, you know, that first class right there on the back, so people know I'm first class on the Underground Wealth Road. This is exactly where I'm going to financial freedom, but I'm doing it in class. I'll get you that snapback, and we're going to send you a t-shirt. Right? Not just any t-shirt, like the good cotton on your back. It's your first class. You deserve that. All right? And for those business elite people, you know, the people who, when you get on the train, they in the nice section, but they just pop out that notebook or that laptop, and they're just working. For the business elite people that, you know, you're really like, you know what? I need these alerts. You know, it's got to happen. You know, we're gonna give you unlimited alerts every single day. So however many alerts our system gets, you get it. So it could be 40, it could be 60. I mean, man, you're gonna be busy, but I mean, that's why you're business elite. Right? You are the elite of all of the people out here trying to make some money. So for the business elite people, like I said, $100 a month is going to get you those unlimited alerts, unlimited buy and sell alerts. And that's whether you're part of the Skywalkers or whether you're part of the bomb. All right. So $100, right? Get that taken care of for you. In place, you get all the stuff. I'm going to give you my book free. Your business class, you know what? Hey, I know you're at least going to read it. I know you're going to go through the course and become a great trader and a great passenger on the Underground Wealth Road. So I'll give you the book for free. Right? Something you don't even really have to even worry about. All right? Plus, we're going to get you some gear. We're going to get you a whole bunch of gear. You know, your business class, you know, you're going places. You know, we want you to rock our stuff, right? So we got a special promotion when it comes to that apparel and that merchandise for those business elite travelers. So you're just going to have to inquire about that, because I'm not going to tell you. Because what I'll tell you is it's really good. It's something that you are really going to enjoy. Give you my word on that, right? I really do, all right? But we've just gone through the top 10, and we have a lot of things coming here to the Underground Wealth Road. We appreciate everybody's support here. We appreciate it. I mean, here at the Underground Wealth Road, trying to do so many things. Doing so many things. Before we leave, oh, looks like I hit the wrong button. All right. And boy, this goes off. I love that. And before I leave, I just want to let you know, just continue to stick with us. I mean, the stock picks that we have, the upcoming interviews that we have, the upcoming courses that we have. So we're going to have so much available here to help you. You know, that's the number one goal of the Underground Wealth Road. I mean, we want to make sure that you understand the different pathways to be able to obtain wealth. We want to make sure that you understand all the different things that are available out here. So stay tuned for information on how to get into trucking and how to fix your credit. And we've got Sam Smith from the junior, who's wrote a book on becoming a junior CEO. We've got so many things coming here with the Underground Wealth Road. We're going to be really doing a lot of great things for you. But, you know, as with anything, we have reached our destination for tonight. I appreciate everybody tuning in on the trip. Go check out that support and resistance. Check it out. Make sure you're not trading, you know, in the wrong places. All right. I'm MJ the Conductor. Make sure that you like, share this video, and of course, be sure to subscribe, because and you want to make sure you hit that notification bell, because I mean, what we're talking about here is money. So, you know, if you're gonna watch it, I mean, you need to watch this on time, right? Top 10 is for the next trading day. So what we picked today is for Tuesday. So if you watch this on Tuesday, you are already late for the money train. All right? With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here.